What we're aiming for in about half an hour is to have 3 actions which you're going to suggest we take through to the plenary. And those 3 actions are going to be what we think local authorities, colleges, schools, anybody in the public sector, what they should be doing now to promote what you would like. So we're going to fire it at you now. If you had the wish, the chance to change the way the public sector is working at the moment in order to deliver the sorts of things that Incredible Edibles are doing, what would it be? What would you like the public sector to be doing in response?
Less meetings and more getting the fingers out and getting some real work done, because I really believe in the last 10-20 years we've moved into a culture of meeting. It's endemic in the NHS. I think it's actually endemic in a lot of public sector professions, and there's people who just spend their entire careers going to meetings.
I'm not
I'd like to
disagree with you, but
into job descriptions.
Yeah, I'll challenge that slightly in terms of what kind of people is it across all elected members? Is it councillors? Sorry, let's say people. Or is it the officers? Is it specific types of officers? And what should they be doing if they're not in those meetings?
I think we need more practical hands-on working communities. I mean, there's not enough project delivery going on. There's not enough projects being developed at grassroots level, working with disadvantaged groups. There's a lot of talking going on, but there's not actual enough work.
And again, I'm not going to disagree with that, but I've put the challenge up there, and I'm not trying to pick on you or anything, but here in Todmorden, it happened. We just started going and doing it. Now, I've only recently started working for the council, and I've discovered that it's very different. As the council, I can't make something like Incredible Edible happen in Rochdale. There's just no way I can do it, because it's the community. It's got to come from the community. So I think I absolutely agree. There's a lot better ways that certain people could be spending their time, but I don't think a council by itself can make it happen.
There is a way that councils, a number of ways that councils through their procurement can enable it to happen that. I head up most of our bidding and tendering functions, and when I'm putting forward a proposal for us to put forward a food waste composting or AD facility, as I go through the evaluation criteria, I'm only going to put forward those elements that I know are going to score me points in that procurement. And if a council client says, you must make sure that all of your compost products that you make out of your facility are going to be used for local food production, and we'll give you 5 points towards your total evaluation on that, and I'll put it in. If you say, just make sure that there's a market, then I'll go out and look at all the farmers as far away, and if somebody says, I'll give you another £1 if you take it another 10 miles, then, if that makes sense, then we'll look at that as a market. And a council can put those things in, and as long as they're prepared to pick up the tab for having something in that spec that's specific to their requirements, it'll make everybody focus on delivering.
I'll come back to that point in a minute.
Just on the lady's point around not enough people doing that, I totally accept what you're saying, but there needs to be something, there needs to be more people at the top which are supporting and providing that framework, and then meeting up in the middle. So it would be useful to look at each area and develop some councillor champions who could, if we take the policy element forward. And also, within the council you've got your council, but you've also got your officers. So education of parks and recreation officers, and education for planning officers. And then also looking at regionally what the local development framework says for growing, for open green spaces.
Absolutely, yes sir. We'll come back to some of these points in a minute.
A couple of weeks ago I attended a conference in London which was feedback from the Windsor Interfaith Conference, which you may have heard of. As we were addressed amongst others by a consistent General Secretary of the United Nations, who made the comment that politicians are providing no leadership, and we could expect there to be no leadership from politicians on this critical issue. If politicians cannot bring themselves, for whatever reason, legitimate or otherwise, to provide leadership, I would think we would look for enabling of what those who are committed to doing something will do. So enabling is what it is. In fact, leadership would be positively dangerous.
Well, take this point down.
I've worked for local government for 16 years, so I know how it works. I think less bureaucracy, I think, in a nutshell. I think red tape, when some kind of symbiotic relationship, people claim for everything nowadays. Whoopsie daisy, who starts that council claim? Council does more red tape, battens things down, less things get done, wind gets taken out of sails of people who want to do things for themselves. Less bureaucracy somehow. That just sets the impetus out of so many projects.
Just to come back to this point, the issue about procurement, absolutely right. I talked about this in the last group. Who's heard of the local economic multiplier effect? I'm quite impressed actually. In the group this time, that's
New
really
economics standard.
And
now
the reason I mention this is because one of the crucial things is when you're engaging with people, be it elected councillors, be it officers and officers at different levels in authority, be it the health service, whoever, you've got to understand what their priorities are. And their priorities might not seem the same as your priorities, but there's probably a link, because local food growing can tick so many boxes in everyone's thing. Now the thing about the local economic multiplier is related to what you're saying about procurement. There's great research to show that if a council spends £1 on a multinational corporation buying products and services, they retain about 40 pence of that pound within their local economy. If they buy from local businesses, they retain about £1.70 of that pound in the local economy. It automatically makes sense, but what it is you give £1 to a local businessman or woman who then goes and spends it with another local business, who then goes and spends it with another local business. So you actually keep that money circulating in the economy. So this is not about altruism and just green things. This is economic regeneration we're doing here. This is community cohesion we're doing here. This is health issues we're doing here. And you need to be able to present it in those manners when you're talking to people. I picked up on that point. The leadership, absolutely right. Leadership, sorry. You also said leadership. This is about us all being leaders within our own communities. And I know Estelle was certainly back to but we didn't wait for someone to come along and lead us. We just do things. And then sometimes we do things that we maybe shouldn't do, and someone says we shouldn't do it, and we say, whoops, we're really sorry, we'll change that and we'll do something different.
Except for your argument about this local multiplier, is that councils everywhere have been told you must buy it at the cheapest possible rate wherever you get it from, because you've got to put your budget by so many million every year. And that's where I'm talking about the economic regeneration.
I know that.
Housing regeneration in our area. We've brought in people from outside instead of breaking down the contract into smaller units so that local groups could bid them. And that's happened in North Yorkshire particularly.
Yeah, please do.
Can I come in on that? Because I think the one thing we haven't mentioned yet, and the last one, is this thing called DEFRA. I just wonder, where does DEFRA fit into this? On the one hand, you were saying about cheapness. I remember DEFRA set up 5 years ago something called the Sustainable Food Procurement Initiative.
I was going to say what's happened
What?
to it.
Yes, what's happened to it?
It's not being followed basically. I mean, this was a certain
Because it answers that
percentage.
point, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a certain percentage had to be bought locally, and there were all sorts of barriers about EU rules, so you couldn't do it. And it was quite surmountable, those rules, because what you could do, you could say, they said you couldn't choose, you had to have an open market, you couldn't choose to buy local, but you can choose that you want fresh. Fresh is local. So, but it's just died. I don't know. It's just died that whole procurement policy, because we all had such great faith, because you could literally regenerate whole areas farming if that procurement policy had come into.
And it actually answered the point about cheapness. But actually, local authorities, it isn't cheap. It's best value.
That's the point.
And
then this is the point. The best value is local, where you go.
But can I just say on the point of DEFRA that they are looking at food security now, are they not, Charlie?
Well, shall I just... I was the specialist advisor to the EFRA
Oh, right, good.
Which is the select committee, which is one of those horseshoe things, which fire questions that invited people. And all the parties were united, actually. It was amazing. Tory chair, who I wouldn't get on with before. But they actually came up with the slogan, more food, more sustainably.